Okay, April 3rd. So in 1798, President John Adams basically tells Congress about the XYZ affair. This was an episode that happened over a couple of years. Essentially, there were some issues that kind of threatened war. People wanted to go to war with France. The pro-French people didn't want to, and so it was this whole thing. So we sent over a delegation to France. It involved Charles Pinckney, John Marshall, future Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and Elbridge Gerry, to go over and try to work it out. And they get there, and the French officials, which ended up being X, Y, and Z, they hid the names, so X, Y, and Z, and basically they wanted us to guarantee a huge loan to France and £50,000 personally to Talleyrand, which was an enormous sum of money in that day. Well, the Americans were outraged, and it was common practice at the time in Europe, but the Americans would have nothing to do with it. So Pinckney and Marshall went home. Elbridge Gerry stayed and was able to kind of negotiate enough that we avoided war. One of the interesting things, Elbridge Gerry, he was a future vice president under James Madison, but he's famous for when he was governor of Massachusetts, he created districts. When they redistricted, he created a district that looked like a salamander, and so people then called it gerrymandering, which today we call gerrymandering, but really should be pronounced gerrymandering. So that's where the term gerrymandering comes from. So anyway, that's what I have for today. 1798, the XYZ affair is revealed to the Congress. I will see you tomorrow.